this interview, we have three round. Firstly,
Okay.
we have to I have to check the HTML CSS knowledge, your HTML CSS knowledge.
Okay,
After
sir.
that, I will check your JavaScript knowledge, then move to the React. Is it fine?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
What's your basic experience? Introduce about yourself, something.
Hello, sir. My name is Uttkarsh. Sir, this was that was my email on which I clearly mentioned my name is Ankit.
Yes.
Sir, I am a fourth year student pursuing computer science from Galgotias University. I
Mm-hmm.
have hands-on experience with complete full stack developer development. Apart from that, I also know the advanced tools like RabbitMQ, WebSocket connections, how the things works, and Docker also. Apart from that, I also know the basics like Docker, how to deploy your application on the AWS, or how you can just Dockerify your app. And I also know the Redis.
Okay.
Apart from that, I also made my 2 to 3 projects on which was complete. One of them was a complete e-commerce website on which I have implemented. Not a, it was not a just a clone. It was just for the learning purpose. On which I have learned how the RabbitMQ works and how we actually communicate with the other services. Just it was basically a small microservices project on which I have worked upon, and on that I have worked like one was like inventory service. Suppose when the user click the order, first we have to check whether the product is available or not. If yes, then we need to send the mail to the vendor that someone wants to purchase a product. After that, when the notification goes into it and order is placed, we have to just like that only I
Okay.
implemented.
As you said,
Yes,
you are in fourth year student in Galgotia College. So
yes, university,
how,
sir.
okay, university. It's Noida
Yes,
itself, no? Galgotia
yes, sir.
University is Noida itself.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sector 17.
So,
Yes, sir.
okay, got it. So how you learn these things? You are learning itself, or have you worked any organization?
Sir, it uh, basically just 2 to 3 months back. I recently joined. No, it was a company, Celebal Technology, on which I have get a
Mm-hmm.
hands-on experience on React.js. Before
Mm-hmm.
that, I also know the React.js.
Mm-hmm.
From first year of my college, I basically just to start the coding culture because at on my 12th, I
Mm-hmm.
never know that what's the programming language like that. When I come to the college, basically university, then I go to net know that a language word also exists. So it
And
made me excited to learn.
any family background on coding? And no.
No, sir, totally
So,
businessman.
okay, you are learning itself everything, HTML,
Yes,
something,
from
and
from
Docker.
courses. Yes, sir, from courses, YouTube videos. By
Mhm.
sometimes I also need to follow the tutorials
Mhm.
and to make sure that I do not get stuck on the tutorial hell. I what I used to
Mhm.
make make the app on my own. Just
Mhm.
recently I made a quiz app. Just it was a basically a prompted quiz app on which if you changes the tab change, then we
Mhm.
have to uh, notify the user that yes, you have made a tab change. It means you are doing cheating like that.
Yeah.
I just by learning from tutorials I implemented on my own
Yeah, that's
on my
great.
laptop. Yes.
That's great. Actually, I'm not taking interview anyone fresher before. I took around 2000 interview in my career. This is the first time I took the fresher interview, and it's nice talking to you. Okay, let me
Okay,
start with
thank you, sir.
HTML. Let me start with HTML
Okay.
CSS. I start with the basic one. What's the difference between HTML and HTML5?
Sir, HTML5 just it provides a new syntax and modern syntax to uh, make the user friendly apps. Apart from that,
Mhm.
HTML5 comes into the picture to make your uh, performance and better SEO optimization, sir. Just like
Okay.
before that, we just use div and all that. After HTML5 became into the picture, we use more semantic tags like aside, footer, header, nav,
Why we use this
like that.
thing?
That's it.
Why we use
Means,
this meaningful name?
so just basically to bifurcate our divs, so that the user, so that other developers can easily get to know which type of section is this, whether it
Actually,
is footer, header.
actually, this
Yes,
is used only for the search engine optimization purpose.
yes, sir.
Have you
SEO
heard?
optimization.
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
sir. I
No,
I told that, sir.
you know, as a SEO, you know SEO.
Yes. No,
How
sir.
do
Uh, I don't know, sir, but basically
just
I
knowledge?
only know the term. Yes, sir. SEO
Okay.
optimization.
Okay. Next question is, what's the difference between ID and classes in HTML?
So ID classes are the generic type of keyword that we usually give on the particular div, and id, it means it will be a unique. On the basis of id and classes, we have to give the css. Apart from that, we also can select by using the other selector like pseudo selector, child selector, sibling selector, adjacent selector, like that.
So, what's the difference? What is this pseudo classes and pseudo element?
So pseudo classes and pseudo elements,
Or
pseudo
pseudo
classes
ID? Pseudo ID also we
so
sometimes we are used.
just pseudo classes,
Mhm,
I can't tell you the definition, but I can tell you. Just
mhm.
like if we write the unordered list, and inside that unordered list we have multiple lists, and we
Can you
have to select the last element.
can you share your screen so it will be more easy if you write something in
Okay, sir.
compiler?
Okay. So is it visible
Yeah,
or
is
not?
it visible? Open one compiler. One compiler is the best way to compile.
On compiler means,
Online,
re-
just open
okay,
Google
okay,
Chrome and search one compiler. Okay,
okay, sir.
okay, that's fine. So now explain the pseudo classes and pseudo ID. How do you write it?
So it is index dot. I can write index.html or not?
No, no, you can
It
write
is
anything here, here
okay.
itself. No problem.
Okay, okay. I'm using this first time,
Mhm.
but it is not taking it.
If you want, you can change JavaScript to HTML. That is more help. JavaScript to HTML. That tab is there. That tab is there. Tab is there. JavaScript, drop down JavaScript. There
Okay,
is, yeah, you change JavaScript to HTML. Search HTML. Yeah, that one.
okay, sir. Got it. Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose there is an ordered list, and inside this we have three list.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And suppose
Mm-hmm.
we now need to select this last uh, list. What we
Mm-hmm.
can do, we can just basically write uh, li element,
Mm-hmm.
and this which will be the nth, like nth child select. I
Mm-hmm.
am forgetting the syntax, and we
Mm-hmm.
need to specify the child. Suppose if I need to select the first children, I need to write first child like this.
Yes, correct. Correct.
This is the pseudo selector, I guess. And pseudo
Mm-hmm.
element is that, suppose I have to make a element which will be which will be not a part of a DOM, but it will render just like before after element, and we need to style the before after element. It is it it it, it is called pseudo element, sir.
Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay, next question is what's the difference between link and script tag?
So link is basically used to link your style.css मतलब basically css files in your html, and
Mm-hmm.
script tag is for linking your javascript file into your html.
Okay. Okay. Have you heard about accessibility
Accessibility,
in HTML?
like area label, area description, area like this.
Yes. Why accessibility is used?
So just to make sure which type of data it is, just like sometimes we need to send the like ID of the particular product. It means there are multiple product and we have to send the ID of that particular. One way is to use the URL parameter. Like suppose there is something like this, we can get URL parameter, and there is
Mm-hmm.
one more way from HTML itself. We can write data set like this. I cannot remember this right if
No
I'm not wrong.
problem. No problem. Explain Flexbox and Grid.
So Flexbox and Grid are the two more powerful things. Flexbox basically we use to uh, uh, make our container in a row or in a particular column, and but in Grid. When we use grid when there is 2D layout and we have to adjust our element in, suppose we have to, or we have to just like make a like bento grid pattern or something like that, we have, then we cannot use flexbox at that place, then grid comes into the picture.
Okay. And now I have having some multiple choice question. So I
Okay,
just
sir.
paste it on chat. Can you check the chat? Okay, copy it and paste it on your editor. Then give me the answer. Okay, what's the output?
Okay, sir. Basically, if we compare which has the highest specificity, so
Mhm.
inline style will be the highest specificity. If we come into the order, first, if I'm not remember, it will be the tag which has the lowest specificity. When we comes up, then I guess class will have. Then if
Mm-hmm.
we come more upper, then ID will have. Then more upper, then inline CSS will have, and at most means supreme. If we come into the supreme, if we mark has exclamatory important.
Yes, correct. Your answer is absolutely correct. Okay, second question is this. Check it. Check.
Sir, it will be the simply it is background text because you mark important. It will not override, sir.
Yes,
This one.
correct. One more question for you.
Sir, meta tag.
Meta tag?
Sir, which tag is used to add metadata?
Mm,
Metadata. Sir,
Why
meta
me
tag.
why meta tagging is used in Meta?
Sir,
Any idea? Why don't
sir,
we use any other name? Why don't we use inside title, inside link?
sir, basically, sir, I guess it will be the semantic, sir, or semantic or SEO optimization, or and we have to include meta tag on which we have to include UTF-8 characters, which type of encoding we are using, like this, sir.
Yes, your answer is correct, but logic is not that much correct, but answer is totally correct. Okay, that is the next one.
It is a required true, sir. Required.
Required.
Yes, sir. If we use
Yes.
required, then we must need to enter the values.
Yes. What's the what is the reason? What happen if we place title inside body?
Right.
Any error gives, or is it work, or no, not work?
So title. I'm forgetting title.
Title, if any website, if you are in any website, just Google Meet, you open, so Meet is there on title. Meet. Every website having a title. inside it, how do I know? Okay, no problem. You can forget. Next question is,
Which CSS property used for jet index stacking? Jet, jet index is used basically to make the uh, your component behind means on back of something or yeah, or top of something like that. If we make positive, it will basically follow relativity. Means if something if particular div has minus, then it need to go down, and
mhm,
on relativity, if someone has positive index, then it will come on top of that particular div.
yes, correct. What is it? What's
The
your answer?
flex boxer, one dimensional for flex.
Okay, why not grid?
Sir, grid is basically we can also use grid, but
Mhm.
most of the time we use grid on 2D layouts.
Okay, for one dimension is flexbox. That's
Yes.
correct. Okay, what's the difference between transition, transformation, transform, and animation?
Okay, sir. Transition is basically transition and animation, no, sir?
Yes, animation.
Animation is used on which when we have to animate the thing regularly. uh, Basically, if on 0%, then what we have to do, if the div is 15%, then what we have to do on transform translate like this property.
Mhm.
We have to just align a div like tilt to something skew, rotate 90-degree, rotate, or upper side translate x minus x direction, translate y minus y direction.
Okay,
Easy now, duration, sir.
okay, got it. Let's move to the JavaScript part. What's the
Okay, sir.
difference between where, let, and const?
Where let and const. Where, okay, where let and const. Sir, wait a minute. Sir, where is functionally scoped, and let and const are block scoped. Let and const are introduced after ES6, ES5 or ES6, I guess. I don't remember exactly. But both are hosted on top of when the when the memory creation phase happens, and but it let and const, it will not initialize, it will remain temporal, that it will remains under the temporal dead zone until unless that particular declaration happens, until unless its
Okay.
declaration happens.
Hosting is applicable for all threes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is block scope and functional scope? Which one is block scope? Which one is functional scope?
Sir, can I show you in coded?
Okay, no problem.
So suppose there is what we are talking about, sir, a latent functional
Uh,
scope. And
Which one is functional scope? Which one is block scope, and why?
sir, suppose there is where
Hmm.
name is equals to Uttkarsh, and in function engineer. Suppose uh, if we talking about functional scope and block scope, if we write also here name property, which is just my second last name, and if we console log here, what we will get, I'll get Kesarvani. If I run the program, I'll get Kesarvani, sir. Because
Okay.
first thing, uh, uh, this if we write function and write this curly braces, then it will known as functional scope. And if we write just like this, and if we
Mm-hmm.
suppose write let a equals to uh, hello sir,
Mm-hmm.
then if we write console.log here, it will give a reference here, sir.
Okay.
This will sir block scope.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Okay. The next question is, what is closure in JavaScript?
Sir, on the same code I can.
Mm-hmm. Firstly, define what's our definition of
Sir,
closure.
closure means a function bounds with its lexical scope to make a
Mm-hmm.
closure, sir. So
Okay.
basically, even after the execution of the function remembers where the variable is defined.
Okay.
Suppose we write
Mm-hmm.
function outer, which will return a new function on which I write console.log. And if we write with equals to equals to outer, which is return a function, and again we need to call this function. And if we say suppose here this outer function, and which will return a new function, I guess not syntax is right. Yes, sir, right, syntax is right. Then it will form a closure with this a variable. This inner function will form a closure with this let a variable equals to 10. And suppose if we write x, let a x equals to outer, this function will return a another new function. And x will now x will become a function. It will not now a variable. Then again we need to call uh, this round bracket curly I guess
Do
round
you
bracket.
know any name? Why any name if you are round bracket, two round bracket? What is it? Any specific name?
Sir, curry
Even don't remember, but I know before.
once. Sir,
Okay.
one way is to write just like this, and
Mhm.
if we don't need to write this, then basically you
That
can
is
write.
okay. That is good. Okay. Explains synchronous and asynchronous programming. What is it?
Okay, sir. Since JavaScript is a single-threaded language,
Mm-hmm.
if we come to the C++ or Java background or Golang background, on Golang there was I guess two routines. Not exactly know about that because I'm not coming to that word. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Before JavaScript, I also know the C++ language. I basically belong to that language itself. Then on that, there was multi-threading. Suppose if we have to use another resource, and if our main thread will be blocked, then program will be all the program will get stuck, which will be the bad user experience.
Okay.
So and JavaScript is a single threaded. If we write any code like console.log okay, like okay, and if we let I equals to 0 and equals to like this much time, and we do nothing, and after this if I will write a how I do, then this for loop will this 11th line code number will not run until unless this line runs. Then
Yes.
what we have to do, we just have to write a asynchronous code. uh, on asynchronous code there are multiple things like callbacks. First thing, there are multiple things apart from callbacks. There is web apis like set timeout, set interval, and there is also a promises are the way to execute your code asynchronously, so that your main thread will not get blocked.
Okay, got it. Got your point. So, how the JavaScript is handled the asynchronous call? Any specific method they are using?
Yes, sir. Basically, sir, we need to write the code, or we
No, no,
just
simply, I need to understand things.
okay. Suppose you are asking how the asynchronous communication happen in JavaScript.
Hmm.
Okay,
In term of event loop, I'm
okay,
asking.
okay, 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 okay. I got your answer. First, all the what JavaScript will do. First,
Mm-hmm.
there are two phases. There are on first phases there is memory creation phase on which memory is created for variables and function declaration. After that, when the memory is created, after that execution phase happens going on.
Mm-hmm.
When the execution happens, suppose there are multiple lines that if suppose line 1, if it is the synchronous code, it will execute immediately. Second line code, third line code, until as all synchronous code come, it will directly execute, no problem. If any of the line, suppose here on sixth line we write set interval or set timeout or new or promise new promise, basically what it will do, it will just take this call on the background, and that sixth line executed on the background itself, and JavaScript uh, move forward and leave the execution of the sixth line, because sixth line is
Yes.
executed in the background. Suppose seven line, then eight line, then nine line, again 10 line come, then again it will go on the background and perform the task like this. When all the synchronous code happens and all the asynchronous code got suppose a request is fulfilled, all the asynchronous code performed very well, then what will happen, it will just go to the queues, callback queues, or there are two queues basically, a micro task queue and macro task queue. I always confuse with the names.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as of now, you are doing correct. Name is correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, one of them is for promise, and one of them is for I guess callback function, which are directly attached to the web APIs,
Mm-hmm.
and all the callbacks go directly to the queues. And what event loop will check? It will uh, constantly check whether the call stack is empty or not. If the call stack is empty, then it will basically just pick the callback queues or callbacks present on the callback queues, and just place on the call stack, and call stack will execute that function.
Yes, that's correct. Okay. The next question is, what's the difference between null, undefined, and NaN?
Okay, sir, it's basically a quite confusing problem sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, undefined means you initialize a variable. Let name, not basically let, we are going with a where. Let name. And you are, one way is to define like name equals to Uttkarsh, but sometimes we do only where name. We are initializing the variable, but not, I guess, declaring the variable. And if we do console.log here, then we will get undefined. Sir,
Yes.
undefined means we are not intentionally giving the particular variable to be null, but it is not declared initially declared yet, sir. And nan, I guess it clears to you, sir, undefined and null. And nan, sir, nan is to check is a basically is a I guess function or something like that, or
NaN,
don't think.
what's the full form? What's the full form of NaN?
Not a number, sir.
Yes.
So to
Okay.
check particularly whether it is a number or not, sir.
Okay. Got it. Okay. I have some question for you. I just pasted on chat. Can you check the chat? What's the output?
Sir, Basically, first I will going to solve this problem.
Mm-hmm.
Behind the scene, JavaScript will do
Can you zoom
basically.
your screen? I think your screen is not visible to me. Yes,
Is
is
it
yes.
visible?
Yeah, is it visible?
Sir, a plus operator is used for concatenation in JavaScript.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, in JavaScript, adding like this is not allowed. And
Mm-hmm.
what JavaScript will does, it will convert this array into a string,
Mm-hmm.
and this array also is string, and it will basically concatenate. If we talk
Mm-hmm.
about the result,
Mm-hmm.
then we will get on a string 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. And if we uh, talk about exactly, then 1 space 2, then 3 4 will concatenate, then 5, then 6, like this.
Okay. What about above?
And, okay, sir. Type of nan is number. It is particularly to check whether a number or not.
Mm-hmm.
And if we coming to this question, uh, JavaScript basically does not compare the primitive data type. Basically, it will compare non-primitive data type with reference, I guess, and a primitive data type with a value.
Okay.
If
So,
suppose you are checking this and this, what JavaScript does, it will basically does, it will convert behind the scene empty, and you are doing equality with false. Yes, string is also false in JavaScript. It is a falsy value, empty string. I guess it will also convert it into some boolean type of things, means zero and like uh, zero. And if we do console, it will give true, sir. I guess, not to be sure. And false or false, sir. It will give false, sir.
why is presumed give false?
Sir, the same thing. It will just here. If we talking about now, it will convert into boolean things, and it means zero or one basically, and it will zero and one basically.
Mm-hmm.
And double equals to means whether the value is same or not. It will not check with the reference. And if you're talking about triple equal to, it will also check with the reference whether the particular variable is pointing to the same reference or not.
Okay. Can you run
Sir,
it?
yes.
Yes, correct. Okay, one more question for you.
Sir, zero, empty, string, undefined. All of the, sir.
All are?
Yes, sir, all.
Yes, correct. The next one is this.
Which method converts JSON into JSON object? JSON.string if I convert into JSON string to JSON parse object. So JSON.parse.
Yes. Okay.
So let, sir, which prevent redeclaration in the same scope. Let and const.
Let or
The
let or
PP,
const both.
both, sir. Let and const both.
Okay. What is it?
Sir, 0.1, 0.2. Sir, 0.3. Sorry, it will give true, but I don't know exactly the reason. Because some my friend told me this, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, still I don't know the reason. It is basically IEEE standard, somewhat like that. I don't know, sir. But I know the answers.
Yes. What is it? Type of.
Sir, it will give a function, I guess. It.
Can you copy and run it?
Oh, you are executing foo also. Function foo. If you will execute this function, it will return a this object, and type of object is object. Sorry, sir. It will give object, sir.
Okay, run it.
Sir,
Yes, correct.
I forget to see this brackets.
Mm-hmm. No problem. Okay, the next question is, what's the difference between map, for each, filter, and reducer?
Map filter reducer. Uh, can I do practical, sir?
Oh, you can. Even theoretical is also okay, but practical knowledge is fine.
Suppose if there is array equals to 1, 2, 3, 4,
Mm-hmm.
5, 6, and suppose if we need to array dot map, coming to the map function, basically map function is a
Mm-hmm.
higher order function which will take a callback as a function, and it will take first parameter as element if I am not wrong, then index of particular element, and the third index will third parameter will be array itself. And this basically we are writing arrow function. And what we'll need to do, if we perform a particular task on each of the element, suppose if we write element plus 1, suppose if we need to perform an operation uh, on which we are doing basically adding 1 on each element, and 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 also I need to have I need to have computed array basically, like let new array equals to, then we'll get here like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this, sir. And it will also not mutate this original array, and it will
Mm-hmm.
return a new array. And suppose if we not perform return operation, then it will basically all the element here will be undefined, because undefined plus 1 is I guess not a number. I guess not a number. It will give a not a number. Let's see after running. And then coming to the filter method. For now, I will let return. For filter method, suppose if we need to perform all the elements which are even, basically it will take a callback function and return only that element in the array which satisfy the particular condition you give on that callback function.
Okay,
Suppose
the
even
both are same, map and filter.
no, sir.
Mm.
New here map and filter have uh, uh, difference in one thing. It will return exactly the same length of the array, and filter will return only that element which perform the specified condition which you have given on the callback itself.
Okay, that's
Suppose
cool. No, no, that's so okay. I got your answer. What then? What's the difference? Map and for each, both are in same.
map and for each. Coming to the for
Mm-hmm.
each we can't break the for each loop, but we can break for off or for in loop. Basically, a normal for loop. And for loop for each also does not return anything, but while map return the array with same length.
Okay.
Coming
What
to
about
the reduce.
reducer? Yeah.
Sir, coming to the reduce, suppose if you wants to convert array or objects, basically if you want to reduce your value into a single unit. Suppose if we I need to make a sum of these array. First
Mm-hmm.
method is used to make a for loop and add make a new variable sum equals to 0, and on for each iteration you will add on that some particular variable. There is one thing. And
Mm-hmm.
on reduce method, uh, suppose let's sum equals to 0 and array dot reduce. First value will be I guess accumulated value, if I'm not wrong, and second value will be the current value. And basically what we will do, we will return accumulated plus current value, and second parameter is a parameter on which type of value you want, and initialize with the accumulated value. Suppose one way to write let sum equals to 0, but we need to define sum equals to 0 somewhere now. Then we have to write 0 here. If we
Yes.
want this into a object, then we have to write here object of, or there is also way. Or if we want to perform some action on the array and want return a new array, then you have to write here like this one.
Basically, initialization you need to
Yes.
put here.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Okay. If you have two array, how do you
Okay.
check if two arrays are equal?
If two array are equal, first there two array are equal.
Like
Okay.
let A is
Right.
equal to 1 2, B is equal to also 1 2. How do you check? What's the logic here? What you
So
are thinking?
first way, the most efficient way will be coming to the most efficient way directly. Uh, we need to convert this array into a string, and basically we can just use equal operator with a string.
Okay. Can you do
And
it?
if we yes,
Run it.
two string is not different,
Are you
but I
sure the two
guess
string syntax is
so. I exactly don't remember. Yes.
yes.
So
Okay.
basically, it was a C++ syntax.
Yes, yes. Uh, still C and C++ are used in college?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, for doing DSA purpose, I also know
Yes.
the DSA very much,
Yeah,
cause
that's the reason.
cause for landing your first dream job, then you must
Mm.
have to know the DSA.
Yes,
That's why.
DSA is very useful in future also. Okay,
Yes.
my second logical question is if you have any string, we need to reverse that string. If we have hello, to O double L O
Oh,
W or
sir,
this types.
is very simple, sir. Sir,
For
if we
fresher itself, I
sir,
just ask simple one.
these are quite simple for me, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Sir,
Then do it like I want to know the second highest number of the array. If you have any array, I want
okay.
how to know the second highest number of particular.
Second is the first DSA approach.
Mm-hmm,
Then, if we not come to the DSA approach, how can I find in JavaScript using inbuilt? Let me think, sir.
mm-hmm.
Sir, second math.max. It will return a first maximum.
No, no,
Okay, sir.
you can use for loop itself.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
Sir, I am going basically with from DSA purpose. Uh,
Mm-hmm. No problem.
list first maximum will be the element of first array, and let second maximum will be array of first max. Okay, and we have to iterate over array. Then what I can basically do array dot for each, and I will get element. Okay, and we have to perform some operation. We have to check. If suppose I was first, second, third, fourth, if we have element is greater than first maximum, then first maximum will get updated as element, and the second maximum will be the first maximum. If it will not a case, then else okay, उनका को फर्स्ट मैक्सिमम से बड़ा है, इसका मतलब वो फर्स्ट मैक्सिमम हो जाएगा और सेकंड मैक्सिमम मेरा फर्स्ट मैक्सिमम हो जाएगा। ठीक है, अगर ऐसा नहीं होता है और हम कंडीशन चेक कर सकते हैं एल्स इफ के लिए। एल्स इफ element is greater than second maximum, then second max will be the element. So, like this. And sir, I guess this will be the final.
Can you run it? Is it convert second one is also?
What, sir?
Is it two times? I think
Yes, sir.
one, two.
Second maximum should be 4.
Hmm.
I
Yes.
don't know whether it will get some. I need to some. I need to time for like
No,
5 to 10 minutes to make a dry run. That's why.
n- no problem. I know you know logical things and all. If you do the reverse of string method, then do some quick to reverse of string. How do you do it?
So first of all, listing is immutable in JavaScript. So
Mm-hmm.
suppose if I need to reverse your name, then first there is not reverse function in
Mm-hmm.
JavaScript as string is immutable. And
Mm-hmm.
what a reverse function does, reverse function basically mutate the string, which is not
Yes.
possible in JavaScript. Then what we need to do, we need to convert this string into array.split like this. String dot split, it will split based on some delimiter, but we need not to define here because I need each element
String.
of Mohit into a new element inside array. Then basically we will do reverse, and then we will do
Join.
join. Okay. This will give the correct one.
Okay, no problem. Then we can move to the React part. I want to
Okay.
check. Basically, your JavaScript is good. Just need to write out. Just need to learn about the definition. Definition is more important.
Yes, sir.
The correct definition. Otherwise, everything is good as of now. So, okay, React things. What's the current version React you are having experience?
Correct version, I think 19 or 20, sir. Not exactly
19,
sure.
19, 20 is coming
Beta phase.
this end year. The beta phase is going on, right? Okay, so you are having knowledge in 19, right?
I don't know,
Something.
sir, but I know, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Sir,
Uh,
use transition and use home status. I don't
yes.
know exactly remember the name because
Mhm.
I basically I'm just basically a fully stack developer. Then I need to manage all the things and
Which
sometimes
which
also.
language in background you are having knowledge?
Sir, not just, sir.
Yes, that is good. Even I have already create one playlist. Have you checked my YouTube Node.js? It's still going
So
on.
Uh, Not yet, sir, cause I
Mhm.
first time know. Well, I know you 2 days back, sir.
How do you get my email? Is it, have you
Just
given any reference?
just a video recommendation by YouTube algorithm. I constantly checking how where the current market is going on and how freshers hiring is going on, like that. Just a
Okay.
video pop up of you just on that 3+ experience you taken,
Hmm.
and I also
Actually,
commented.
actually, I have already created React 19 playlist, Node, Python, Django. Actually, I know 100 plus language. I am a corporate trainer as of now, not in developing field as of now. I started my career as a full stack developer. Now I move to the my as a corporate trainer. If someone hiring, I'm in SCL. If someone hiring like bootcamp student, I give the training of that student. Even I have given 100 plus training for experience as well as fresher student also. So that's why I have knowledge for 100 plus language. Even I don't think any other language which I have, I don't know. So that's the reason I learn everything. Okay, no problem. That we will start with the React part.
Okay.
What's explain virtual DOM? What is it?
Sir, coming to the core JS fundamental, uh,
Mm-hmm.
all the uh, all the DOM related stuff basically just uh, appends or modify or basically all that particular web APIs directly uh, repaints the DOM, which
Yes.
is which will be a more cost effective, as Dom Traverser is going out again and again, again and again, again and again, like that. But
Mm-hmm.
React comes into the picture. What it will basically do, it will create a virtual DOM, and basically a virtual DOM is not just like a DOM of a real DOM. It is just basically a object. Most of the developers, is still experienced developer, also get confused. It is a DOM, but actually when it comes to the actual knowledge, it is a what we we say like virtual DOM, but it is a element.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Java, just a plain JS object on which we have reference, which one is a child, what is a CSS, like this. And coming to the topic again, virtual DOM. Basically, when the re-happen renders, uh, uh, re-renders, Java is React basically create a virtual DOM, and whenever the uh, re-renders happens again, it what it will do, it will create a brand new DOM, and it will compare to the previous virtual DOM, and
Okay.
whatever difference basically diff algorithm, it will find the difference between the two virtual DOM, basically the previous virtual DOM and the new updated virtual DOM. It will find the difference, and it that particular difference will repaints on the actual virtual DOM.
So why it is more fast than the real DOM?
Sir, cause on real DOM, as I told you that in a real DOM, we need to repaint all the DOM elements again, and on
Mm-hmm.
virtual DOM, we have to repaint only that DOM elements or objects which are which changes after renders.
Yes, correct. Okay. What's the difference between props and state?
Sir, states are basically particular. Basically, coming to the props first. Props, sir, most of the developers say that props are the object that are being passed from one component to another. But in my point of view, it is a right thing. But I considered props as a setting, because sometimes when, as you are corporate trainer, you also know sometimes when we have to use reusable components more, just like a coordinate component or TP component or something like that, you not need to write again components again. Suppose if we have to nested accordion, and on one place we know you want simple accordion, and on simple accordion, if you want to allow all the accordion list to be active at a time, all at a time, and one and you also sometimes want that one element should open at one at a time. Then what
Okay.
we will do, we can just you do allow multiple equal to 2. Based on that setting, we can just update the state, and based on that state we can render the things. And coming to the state are the basically values that are currently hold on that particular of time. Suppose the user is clicking button, and the current state of the element is of the value is 0, and after some time when the user clicks, then it should be 1. When the
Okay.
re-render happens, then it will the converted the values from 0 to 1.
Which one is mutable? Which one is non-mutable?
What's up?
Which one is mutable property? Which one is non-mutable property?
Sir, props are immutable and states are mutable.
Yes, correct. What are the control and uncontrolled component?
So control component and uncontrolled component uh, basically related to the input type of element. All input elements means like input box and checkbox, and suppose you have to write your name like Uttkarsh or Mohit something else, then you need to change the name of the, or basically change the state based on the user input. Suppose if you write M, then value should be shown M, and if you write MO, then value should be shown MO, like this. These are the controlled by the user. They means developer.
How? How they control?
So
By
basically
using?
on change method, sir.
Yes, okay. And what is uncontrolled then?
So uncontrolled basically a normal component uh, which are not being controlled based on the user input, sir. Basically rendering a list or
Hmm.
something like that. Basically simpling a simple data, sir.
Okay. So, okay, got it. Okay. What is React lifecycle method?
Okay. So React life cycle method. It is a life cycle of React which gave us the knowledge that how the component mount and unmount. Basically, what will happen? Just like use this use mostly most of the time we use state and use effect. And when we write a functional component and render on the app means app.js file, JS file, the component should be rendered. And when the component is rendered, there are three phases. I guess three phases: component mount and unmount, and I guess I'm
Update. One is
yes sir,
update.
update. Yes sir. First one is mount, then update, then unmount. These are the correct
Yes.
sequence of the
Hmm.
life cycle. What will happen? Suppose there is a function, and inside that we have a state, and we have also a use effect. Use effect is used for side effects like data fetching, connection, establishing connection between the two servers, like or set timeouts like that, sir. Uh, and and after use effect, you will render your JSX, and on that
Yes.
JSX you will write your element value like this. What will
Hmm.
happen when the when the component is trying to mount? It will
Hmm.
basically mount all the component first, then after the use effect will be called. This
Yes.
will be the mount phase. And when the use effect will be the called, suppose you are fetching the data from external source, you get the data and update the state, then again re-render happens. And if you suppose a user navigate to some different tab, then that particular element which are present on the DOM, it should not be present, because you want to make your website more optimized. Then you need to write unmount.
Okay.
Basically when you write your unmount code, which will be inside the use effect, then what it will do, it will basically remove that HTML, CSS or JavaScript element from the actual DOM, so that your website loads will be faster.
Okay. So everything is done by use effect itself.
No, sir. Use effect is for side effect. There are multiple hooks like use form status, use transition, use memo, use callback to make your
Hmm.
app more optimized.
Okay. What is use memo and use callback?
So basically, if you uh, render your component and you have written a new function inside that particular component, and if the re-renders happens of that particular component, then again a brand new function which you have created inside your component will be created again. It will make your app slower, so that we use memo, use callbacks comes into the picture, which we will which makes your function uh, not recreate again and again, if even if the component re-renders.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine. What is context API and why we use Redux if we have context API in React?
Sir, context API and React Reduxer.
Redux, have you
Sir,
worked Redux firstly? I want to
yes,
know.
sir, yes, sir. I worked with React Context API, Redux, and JustEnd as well, sir. These are
Mm-hmm.
basically the state management API
Mm-hmm.
to avoid the prop dealing, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, why you are asking, why if we have context API, then why state management comes into the picture?
Why Redux comes into the picture?
Yes.
Why Redux?
So basically, I guess React Redux gives you the feature out of the box. Like I guess React Redux 10 is not 10 is stack. Or suppose if you use context API, then
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a option to cache the data that you got from backend. If the
Mm-hmm.
state if the re-render happen, then again the context API, if you suppose you write external, use fetch data hook. Use fetch data work is to get data from the external API source.
Okay.
If the app renders, then again you use get data hook will be called, then again external source. Then what will happen, context API can't cache your data, while कहते हैं, React does gives you the feature out of the box. And there are
Okay.
more things that I am not aware of, because most of the time I worked with the backend, and sometimes when I worked with a front end, then I basically use context APIs.
Okay. I have given one question to you. Just check it. What's the output? What do you think?
So you have given a single dependency array on which you haven't write anything. It
Mm-hmm.
means React.use effect renders only once, means it will run only one time, means when the
Mm-hmm.
component mount count set equals to 0, React will 0, okay. H1 component React will set count to 0 plus 1 1. Okay, sir. It will only write 1.
Yes, correct. Okay, the interview is completed. Everything looks good. Even your knowledge is as per fresher is completely quite more as per fresher. And even I'm about the near about the Galgotia College, your university. I'm in Mohan Nagar right now, Ghaziabad, you know. I'm
No,
in
sir.
Ghaziabad itself. So I
Sir,
know
totally.
most of the my friend is also going to the Galgotia University.
Sir, यहाँ खाना है, सोना है, पढ़ना और कोई काम नहीं है.
Yeah, everything looks good. As if you are having a definite this type of knowledge in Galgotia University students, then definitely great, according to me. Whenever we come visit to Noida, I will definitely meet you.
Okay, sir. It will be
Yeah,
grateful for me, sir, to meet you, sir.
okay. Even if you have time, you just promote my channel with your
Okay, sir.
student
Sure.
groups.
Sure, sir.
Even if you are in channel itself, your video is going to live in next 2 3 week. It will take 1 week to live your video. Actually, editing and all are taking time. So then you will share your video to group. Then they will automatically comes.
Okay. Okay, sure, sir.
Okay, no problem. Then thank you.
Suppose I am a money stack developer. I know how to make a backend, how to गेट अ एपीआई रिक्वेस्ट, हाउ टू कनेक्ट विद द डाटाबेस। बट इंटरव्यूअर तो ये नहीं पूछेगा ना कि कैसे
हम्म।
तुम कनेक्ट कराते हो ये, लेकिन वो पूछेगा क्या हमसे, नोड जेएस में क्या पूछेगा? जैसे जावा स्क्रिप्ट में लेट क्लोन्स ये वो होता है, उसमें मतलब एफएस
देखो
सिस्टम हो गया, ओएस सिस्टम हो गया, मतलब कैसे ओएस से कनेक्ट करोगे, ये हो गया, मतलब ये सारी
देखो
चीजें क्या, मतलब वो क्या पूछ सकता है?
देखो वो पूछ सकता है कि फॉर एग्जांपल मान लो कि हमें कोई सर्वर क्रिएट करना है, तो हम वो सर्वर कैसे क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। तो आपको बताना चाहिए कि HTTP के थ्रू हम सर्वर क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। और अगर एक्सटर्नल फ्रेमवर्क की बात करें तो एक्सप्रेस जेएस के साथ कर सकते हैं। अब वो पूछेगा ओएस मॉड्यूल है आपके पास, ओएस मॉड्यूल को आप किस तरह से इंपोर्ट कर सकते हो। इंपोर्ट करने के भी दो तीन तरीके होते हैं, कॉमन जेएस यूज़ कर सकते हो,
डिफॉल्ट, डिफॉल्ट और
मॉड्यूल
वो
और
रिक्वायर।
ईएस मॉड्यूल यूज़ कर सकते हो,
यस।
डिफ़ॉल्ट भी यूज़ कर सकते हो। तो इस टाइप से कैसे कर सकते हो। और अगर एक तरह से होता है, देखो अगर नोडमोन तुमने पढ़ा हो, तो
यस सर,
नोडमोन के थ्रू आप,
कंस्टेंटली वाचिंग द सर्वर्स।
हाँ तो अगर हमें नोडमोन नहीं यूज़ करना तो हमारा नोड
हाइफन
हमारा,
हाइफन वॉच।
हाँ वॉच का पूछ लेगा, वॉच किस तरह से वर्क करता है।
हाइफन
इवन
हाइफन वॉच।
इवन देखो मैंने अभी 4-5 प्रोजेक्ट बनाए हैं अभी, जस्ट आप चेक करोगे मेरे उस पर जाके, तो उन प्रोजेक्ट्स में मैंने बहुत सारी चीजें क्लियर करी हुई हैं चीजें। और बात रही इंटरव्यू की, तो मैं इंटरव्यू सेशन भी लेके आऊंगा। मैं इंटरव्यू नोड जे मतलब बैकएंड के इंटरव्यू में जानबूझ के इसलिए नहीं ले रहा हूँ, बिकॉज कि मेरी अभी दो नोड जेएस, एक नोड जेएस और एक जेंगो, दोनों की प्लेलिस्ट मेरी चल रही है। आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ प्लेलिस्ट मैं नोड जेएस के भी इंटरव्यू लूंगा, जैसे अभी फ्रंट एंड के लेता हूँ। तो आफ्टर दिस नोड जेएस के भी इतने ही इंटरव्यू आने वाले हैं, करीबन 100 इंटरव्यू फ्रंट एंड के लूंगा, 100 इंटरव्यू बैक एंड के लूंगा। दो, जो क्या होगा, जो लोगों के डाउट्स होंगे ना, कि देखो लोगों को सब पता है, देखो जावास्क्रिप्ट मेरे से पूछी जाएगी, एवरीवन नोज कि जावास्क्रिप्ट ही मेरे से पूछी जाएगी, उसी की बेस
यस।
पे मुझे जज किया जाएगा। बट ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं जो आपको पता होनी चाहिए नोड जेएस की भी। देखो कभी कभी डाउट होता है कि देखो कोई कोई परेशान होता है कि देखो नोड जेएस क्या है, लैंग्वेज समझ के बैठे हो, फ्रेमवर्क समझ के बैठे हो, ये सब तो कुछ है नहीं ना, वो तो एक एनवायरनमेंट है,
यस।
एनवायरनमेंट है जिसको यूज कर रहे हैं। और लोग ये पूछते हैं कि देखो विंडो यूज कर रहे हैं, नोड जेएस में क्या यूज करेंगे। जब हम जावास्क्रिप्ट में विंडो यूज कर रहे हैं तो नोड जेएस तो अपना कोई ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम तो है नहीं, कि कोई अपना ब्राउजर तो है नहीं, नोड जेएस का
यस।
तो अपना ही सब कुछ है। तो वो सब किस में आता है, ग्लोबल में आता है, ये सब पता होनी चाहिए। जो इधर विंडो है वो यहाँ ग्लोबल है, उसका डिफरेंशिएट पता होनी चाहिए चीजें, कि ये इसमें तो हम ब्राउजर की सारी फैसिलिटी यूज कर पा रहे हैं, तो इसमें भी तो किसी ना कुछ होना चाहिए ना, ग्लोबल ऑल, एक कंबाइन चीज होनी चाहिए। और बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं, जस्ट मेरे को अभी माइंड में नहीं है, क्योंकि अभी मैंने नोड जेएस की प्रैक्टिस नहीं करी है। कि तुम, मैं जैसे किसी का इंटरव्यू लेता हूँ तो कुछ चीजें प्रैक्टिस कर लेता हूँ कि ये चीज मैं पूछूंगा। तो जस्ट जो मैं अभी सो बता रहा हूँ वो तो रैंडमली बता रहा हूँ, ऐसी चीजें पूछी जाती हैं। बाकी मैं आपको क्वेश्चंस हैं मेरे जो लिखे हुए रहते हैं, वो मैं आपको प्रोवाइड कराता हूँ, नोट जैसे किस तरीके से पूछे जाते हैं।
सर क्योंकि नोड.js तो आती है, अब बेसिकली बात ये
हम्म।
रह जाती है ना कि जैसे मान
हम्म।
लीजिए क्रिएट फाइल, रीड फाइल, मतलब ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के साथ डील करना, और
हम्म।
फाइल को क्रिएट करना, रीड अपडेट डिलीट करना, अपेंड
हम्म।
करना, ये सब सर सारे सिंटेक्स हैं। अगर सिंटेक्स जैसे भूल गए, जैसे अभी मेरे साथ हुआ था, टू स्ट्रिंग और स्ट्रिंग में मैं कंफ्यूज हो गया था, क्योंकि मैं
हम्म।
अभी बेसिकली क्या कहते हैं डीएसए भी कर रहा हूँ कॉन्स्टेंटली,
हम्म।
क्योंकि सर कंपनीज आती रहती हैं तो उसके लिए प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ती है।
यस।
तो अब सर उसमें भी सिंटेक्स है सर, सिंटेक्स जैसे अगर भूल गया, से अभी मैं ही सामने अगर भूल गया इंटरव्यूअर के सामने, तो फिर क्या मतलब इम्पैक्ट कैसा रहता है कि सामने वाले को तो ये लगता होगा कि आता ही नहीं है इसे।
नहीं नहीं, तुम जैसे तुमने बताया कि इस लैंग्वेज का मुझे याद रह गया था, तो वो इंटरव्यू समझ जाता है कि उसने ये लैंग्वेज के लिए रिगार्डिंग पूछ रहा है, बोल रहा है। तो वो चीज इशू कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। तो समटाइम क्या होता है, सिंटेक्स ना हर किसी को याद नहीं रहते, क्योंकि लॉट
ये
ऑफ
सर
सिंटेक्स आने वाले टाइम
मैं
में।
भी सर कभी मतलब पहले मैं
हम्म।
बहुत मतलब फर्स्ट ईयर में आया था, तो मतलब जावा इस मतलब लैंग्वेज ही मेरे लिए फर्स्ट टाइम थी, तो मैं मतलब काफी डिफिकल्टी फेस किया हूँ वो 1 से 2 मंथ सर, फिर धीरे धीरे क्वाइट इवेंचुअली टेकिंग अ कोर्स,
नहीं,
रेफरिंग टू द एक्सटर्नल
जब
सोर्स।
हम जब हम कॉलेज में थे तो हम, पता क्या क्या था, हमारे हमारे टाइम पे सी थी, C++ थी, C# थी, और जावा थी, कोड जावा। वो चारों पढ़ने में जो दिमाग खराब होता था वो तो बहुत ही ज्यादा था। फिर मेरे को फोर्थ थर्ड ईयर में जाके पता चली ये चारों लैंग्वेज कोई काम की नहीं है। जावा स्क्रिप्ट याद करो, जावा स्क्रिप्ट के बाद रिएक्ट पे जाओ, जब जाके ज्यादा फ्रस्ट्रेशन होता है कि जो हम लर्न करते आ रहे हैं वो इंडस्ट्रीज में काम ही नहीं आने वाली। जो असली लर्निंग हुई वो थर्ड ईयर फोर्थ ईयर में हुई थी मेरी, जो जिसमें मैंने कंप्लीट जावास्क्रिप्ट पढ़ी, रिएक्ट पढ़ी, नोड पढ़ी, और मैंने बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट भी बनाए थे, पेटेंट करने लायक प्रोजेक्ट भी बनाए थे उस समय पे। तो इस टाइप से कुछ प्रोजेक्ट बनाओगे तो ज्यादा नॉलेज होगी। तो इंटरव्यू तो देखो जब ही आएगा, इंटरव्यूअर को चाहिए टू द पॉइंट, जो भी बात कर रहा है वो टू द पॉइंट बता रहा है। पहला तो डेफिनेशन टू द पॉइंट, लंबी नहीं खींचनी, थ्योरी
I
नहीं
will
गानी।
keep in mind, sir. For
हाँ
the next
पहली
time, I
चीज,
will keep in mind.
थ्योरी नहीं खींचनी। दूसरी चीज, तुम्हारा लॉजिक अच्छा है, चीजें अच्छी हैं, बस इसी को थोड़ा रिवीजन करते रहो। और जो रिएक्ट में मैंने पूछ, जितना मेरे को पता चला रिएक्ट में तुम्हें थोड़ी सी नॉलेज कम है अकॉर्डिंग टू मी। जो तुमने बताया इसमें कंप्लीटली ट्रू नहीं था। जो भी चीजें बताई मैंने बताई नहीं थी, बीच बीच में टोक नहीं रहा था कि बीच में कंप्लीट नहीं थी सारी चीजें। तो रिएक्ट को दोबारा से चीजें सीखो, रिएक्ट 19 सीखो। उसमें क्या है, सब कुछ क्लियर हो जाएगा। बाकी मैंने सिखाया है कुछ 100 80 90 लेक्चर है जिसमें रिडक्स टूल किट सिखाया है। रिडक्स आजकल कोई नहीं पूछ रहा, रिडक्स टूल किट सीखो। क्योंकि रिडक्स खुद खुद रिएक्ट बोलता है, रिकमेंडेड है रिडक्स टूल किट यूज करना, ना कि रिडक्स यूज करना। तो ये सारी चीजें सीखो। इससे क्या है, चीजें पता चलेगी, क्योंकि उसमें मिडल वेयर भी सिखाया है, उसमें एपीआई कॉलिंग कैसे कर सकते हैं, रेस्ट एपीआई कैसे लगाते हैं, ये सब चीजें आपको आनी चाहिए।